Breaking news. Here are the top headlines for today. Panjab University Heritage Furniture Auction in US. Foreign Contribution Regulation Act Bill to be referred to Joint Parliamentary Committee. NASA invites ISRO to join Moon Base Program. US officials on Russia sanctions and trade. President Murmu assents to bill criminalizing insult to Vande Mataram. Hello, good morning and welcome to the Competitive Edges Daily Current Affairs series. Today is 12th August 2026 morning. We are here to help aspirants of civil services, APPSC Group 1 and 2, UPSC, SSC, RRB, Bank PO exams, Police SI and Constables, junior and degree college lecturers. Let's dive straight into the news. Moving on to news related to national. Panjab University Heritage Furniture Auction in US. The Chandigarh administration sought the intervention of the Vice President of India to halt the auction of heritage furniture belonging to Panjab University by a Chicago-based auction house. Items listed include a set of 8 dining chairs described as student residence chairs of Panjab University. The estimated auction price for the furniture set is $12,000 to $15,000. The auction house involved is based in Chicago, US. Static GK, Panjab University, is located in Chandigarh and was originally established in Lahore in 1882 before being shifted to Chandigarh. Foreign Contribution Regulation Act Bill to be referred to Joint Parliamentary Committee. The central government is set to refer the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act Bill to a joint parliamentary committee following widespread backlash and stakeholder concerns. The centre is likely to move a resolution in the Lok Sabha. The Tamil Nadu Assembly urged the centre to withdraw the bill and hold consultations. Mizoram Christians held a mass rally opposing the proposed legislative changes. Static GK, the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act was originally enacted in 2010 to regulate the acceptance and utilization of foreign contribution by individuals and associations. President Murmu assents to bill criminalizing insult to Vande Mataram. President SMT Draupadi Murmu has given her assent to a legislation that criminalizes insults to the national song, Vande Mataram. Background: previously, the Prevention of Insults to National Honor Act prohibited intentionally preventing the singing of the national anthem or causing disturbances during such assemblies. Assent given by President SMT Draupadi Murmu. Legislation extends protection to the national song Vande Mataram. Builds upon the framework of the Prevention of Insults to National Honor Act. Static GK, Vande Mataram was composed by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee in Sanskrit and was first sung at the 1896 session of the Indian National Congress. Constitutional references: Article 51A of the Constitution of India mandates abiding by the Constitution and respecting its ideals and institutions, the national flag, and the national anthem. Task Force Recommendations for SC and ST Victims. A government task force has recommended enhanced relief, rehabilitation, and counseling mechanisms for victims under the Scheduled Castes and the Scheduled Tribes Act. Task force headed by the Secretary, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Recommended amendments to the rules framed under the Scheduled Castes and the Scheduled Tribes Act. Suggested establishment of dedicated relief and rehabilitation cells. Static GK, the Scheduled Castes and the Scheduled Tribes, Prevention of Atrocities Act was enacted in 1989 to prevent atrocities against Scheduled Castes and Scheduled Tribes. Constitutional references: Article 17, Abolition of Untouchability, and Article 46, Promotion of Educational and Economic Interests of Scheduled Castes, Scheduled Tribes, and other weaker sections. Tamil Nadu Assembly Resolution on Lok Sabha Seat Freeze. Chief Minister is likely to move a resolution in the State Assembly seeking a freeze on Lok Sabha seats at the current strength of 543. Current Lok Sabha seat count to be maintained, 543. Meeting convened by Chief Minister at Kalaivnar Arangam in Chennai with members of Parliament from Tamil Nadu. Static GK, the total elected strength of the Lok Sabha is currently capped at 543 seats. Constitutional references: Article 81 of the Constitution of India deals with the composition of the House of the People, Lok Sabha. Tamil Nadu allocates funds for MLA CDAs. The government of Tamil Nadu has allocated funds under the Member of Legislative Assembly Constituency Development Scheme for all assembly segments. Total amount allocated, 828.36 crore rupees. Total assembly segments covered, 234. Allocation per assembly segment, 3.54 crore rupees. Kerala Child Rights Panel and SGOU to launch certificate and diploma courses. The Kerala State Commission for Protection of Child Rights and Sri Narayana Guru Open University have signed a Memorandum of Understanding for specialized academic courses. Signatories, Commission Chairperson K.V. Manoj Kumar and Sri Narayana Guru Open University Vice Chancellor Jagati Raj VP. Courses offered, certificate and diploma courses on child rights and related laws. Static GK, Sri Narayana Guru Open University is headquartered in Kollam, Kerala. Tamil Nadu delimitation conundrum. Political parties must achieve consensus regarding parliamentary delimitation and its potential impact on southern states' seat shares before legislative discussions. Background: the delimitation exercise based on national census data has raised concerns among southern states that successfully implemented population control measures, fearing a reduction in their political representation in the parliament. Concerns center around potential reduction in Lok Sabha seats for states maintaining successful population stabilization programs. Consensus building among political stakeholders is mandated prior to parliamentary introduction. The issue directly links population data to federal representation and legislative weight. Constitutional references: Article 81 of the Constitution of India, Article 82 of the Constitution of India. Kaveri Water Regulation Committee Directive to Karnataka. The Kaveri Water Management Authority endorsed the Kaveri Water Regulation Committee direction instructing Karnataka to release water to Tamil Nadu. Water volume ordered for release, 12,000 cusecs per day. Duration of water release order, 15 days. Bodies involved: Kaveri Water Management Authority and Kaveri Water Regulation Committee. R.G. Kar Hospital Incident Probe. A fresh investigation was initiated into the hurried cremation of the R.G. Kar victim following judicial and administrative interventions. Background: the case involves allegations of criminal conspiracy and destruction of evidence surrounding the handling of the victim's mortal remains. New probe registered under charges of criminal conspiracy and destruction of evidence. Triggered by intervention from the Chief Minister. Focuses on procedural lapses during the initial cremation. ICMRNIN launches Shine 2026. The Indian Council of Medical Research, National Institute of Nutrition launched Shine 2026 aimed at school students. Background: the initiative targets early-age nutritional awareness and health parameters among school-going children across the country. Organizing body: Indian Council of Medical Research, National Institute of Nutrition. Target demographic: school students. Program name: Shine 2026. Static GK, Indian Council of Medical Research, National Institute of Nutrition is headquartered in Hyderabad, Telangana. AI-powered cameras at railway level crossings. Artificial intelligence-powered cameras are being deployed to trigger alerts when level crossing gates remain open. Mechanism: cameras provide live video feeds directly to the station master of the nearest railway station and the control room. Primary objective: preventing accidents at unmanned and manned level crossings. Technology used: artificial intelligence-driven automated alerts. Rajya Sabha passes Tribunals Reforms Bill. The Rajya Sabha passed the Tribunals Reforms Bill in the absence of the opposition. Background: the legislation aims to streamline the functioning of various tribunals and ensure expeditious disposal of cases. Presented by Minister for Law and Justice Shri Arjun Ram Meghwal. House of Passage, Rajya Sabha. Stated objective: ensuring a modern, independent, and uniform tribunal system. Constitutional references: Article 323 of the Constitution of India, Article 323B of the Constitution of India. Finance Commission recommendations for Kerala. Finance Commission Chairman Shri Arvind Panagaria advised Kerala to make sound policy choices to leverage economic infrastructure. Background: the state's strategic maritime assets offer high economic growth potential if backed by structural fiscal adjustments. Key personality: Finance Commission Chairman Shri Arvind Panagaria. Asset highlighted: Vizhinjam International Seaport. Recommendation: exploit economic potential through imaginative policy thinking. Static GK: Vizhinjam International Seaport is located in Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. Lalitha Jewellery and Sunshine Pictures initial public offerings. Major corporate entities announced initial public offerings to raise capital from the primary market. Background: initial public offerings allow private companies to raise public capital by issuing shares to institutional and retail investors. Lalitha Jewellery initial public offering size: 1,700 crore rupees, starting 17th August. Sunshine Pictures, owned by filmmaker Shri Vipul Shah, initial public offering size: 282 crore rupees. Sunshine Pictures price band: 342 rupees to 360 rupees per equity share. Sunshine Pictures face value: 10 rupees per equity share. Sunshine Pictures initial public offering dates: 18th August to 20th August 2026. Telangana Sir Drive, 45.2 lakh voters marked as permanently shifted. Nearly 45.2 lakh Telangana electors have been marked as permanently shifted during the Special Intensive Revision Enumeration exercise. Total permanently shifted voters: 45.2 lakh. Total uncollectible forms recorded: 73.39 lakh. Exercise conducted: Special Intensive Revision Enumeration. Telangana Chief Minister directs improvements for Khelo India Games. Chief Minister Shri Revant Reddy directed officials to assess stadium infrastructure and undertake permanent improvements for the Khelo India Games. Event-focused Khelo India Games. Key directive: assess stadium condition and make permanent infrastructure improvements. State: Telangana. Maharashtra Cabinet revises interest on delayed land acquisition compensation. The Maharashtra Cabinet revised rules regarding the payment of interest on delayed land acquisition compensation for urgent development projects. State: Maharashtra. Context: advance possession of land required for urgent development projects and government schemes. Hajj 2027 advance payment deadline extended to 17th August. The Hajj Committee of India extended the deadline for pilgrims to pay the advance amount for Hajj 2027. Advance payment amount: 1,52,300 rupees. New deadline: 17th August. Covered category: Hajj 2027 pilgrims including short Hajj package. Union Minister G. Kishan Reddy counters criticism on ethanol blending. Union Minister G. Kishan Reddy defended the government's ethanol blending policy against criticism from opposition leaders. Key personality: Union Minister G. Kishan Reddy. Topic: ethanol blending in fuel. Source of fuel: sourced domestically. FCRA bill headed to Joint Parliamentary Committee amid opposition backlash. The Foreign Contribution Regulation Amendment Bill is set to be referred to a joint parliamentary committee following strong opposition protests. Background: the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act regulates the acceptance and utilization of foreign contributions by individuals, associations, and companies. Bill Foreign Contribution Regulation Amendment Bill. Referred to Joint Parliamentary Committee. Key dissenting parties: Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, leaders Tiruchi Siva and P. Wilson. Constitutional references: entries related to foreign affairs and foreign jurisdiction under the 7th Schedule of the Constitution of India. Supreme Court ruling on mineral rights and royalty. A nine-judge bench of the Supreme Court ruled that royalty is a contractual and financial consideration paid to a lessor, not a tax. Background: the dispute centers on the legislative competence of state governments to levy taxes on mineral rights versus central regulations. Pronounced by a nine-judge bench of the Supreme Court of India. Royalty is defined as a contractual and financial consideration, not a compulsory exaction or tax. The related bill prohibits state governments from imposing any tax, cess, or levy on mineral rights. Constitutional references: 7th Schedule of the Constitution of India, Union List and State List regarding mineral development and royalty. Maharashtra Cabinet hikes interest on delayed land compensation. The Maharashtra Cabinet increased the rate of interest payable on delayed land compensation to landowners. The meeting was chaired by Chief Minister Shri Devendra Fadnavis. Held at Sahyadri Guest House, Hyderabad as testbed for India's LightTouch AI rules. Hyderabad has been designated to play a key role as a testbed for India's proposed LightTouch artificial intelligence regulations. Hyderabad chosen as the pilot testbed for artificial intelligence governance. Companies are advised to publish transparency reports assessing individual and societal risks in the Indian context. ICMRNIN launches Shine 2026. The Indian Council of Medical Research, National Institute of Nutrition launched Shine 2026 to foster scientific curiosity among children. Launched by the Indian Council of Medical Research, National Institute of Nutrition. Aimed at encouraging students to explore science as a tool for societal problem solving. Static GK, headquarters of the Indian Council of Medical Research, National Institute of Nutrition is located in Hyderabad, Telangana. Net direct tax collection growth. August 2024. India's net direct tax collections registered robust double-digit growth up to 10th August. Net direct tax collection grew by 23% to 8.11 lakh rupees crore till 10th August. Net corporate tax collection rose 19.83% to about 2.70 lakh rupees crore. Non-corporate tax collection, including personal income tax, rose 23% to 5.07 lakh rupees crore. Securities transaction tax revenues grew 51% to 33,824 crore rupees. Rare Hariti sculpture from Telangana in global exhibition. A rare Hariti sculpture originating from Telangana was featured in a prominent global antiquity exhibition. Displayed alongside ancient comparative cultural artifacts like Mater Matuta of ancient Italy and the Madonna and Child tradition. Represents ancient sculptural heritage from the Deccan region. RBI Governor warns of financial risks. The Reserve Bank of India highlighted geopolitical tensions, trade uncertainties, and cyber risks as primary threats to the financial system over the medium term. Highlighted high public debt levels in advanced economies as a significant macroeconomic challenge. Identified cyber risks and trade uncertainties as medium-term threats. Static GK, Reserve Bank of India established on 1st April 1935 under the Reserve Bank of India Act, 1934, Headquarters, Mumbai. Indian Economy Nominal GDP Ranking. Minister of State for Finance Shri Pankaj Chaudhary stated in a written reply to the Rajya Sabha that the International Monetary Fund places India's economy at the 6th position. Background: rankings by international financial institutions are based on nominal gross domestic product measured at prevailing United States dollar exchange rates. India's nominal gross domestic product stands at $3.92 trillion according to recent data presented in Parliament. The ranking places the Indian economy at the 6th position globally. Data was shared by Minister of State for Finance Shri Pankaj Chaudhary in the Rajya Sabha. PM Mitra Park in Warangal, Telangana. The centre informed the Lok Sabha that the Pradhan Mantri Mega Integrated Textile Region and Apparel Park in Warangal could generate up to 3 lakh jobs. Total projected employment generation is 3 lakh jobs. Direct employment is estimated at 1 lakh jobs. Indirect employment is estimated at 2 lakh jobs. The project is part of the Central Textile Park scheme located in Warangal, Telangana. Kalyan Karnataka Development and PMJVK funds. Members of Parliament from Kalyan Karnataka sought Pradhan Mantri Jan Vikas Karyakram funds to bridge infrastructure and human development gaps in the underserved region. Background: the region enjoys special constitutional status under Article 371J of the Constitution of India. Target region: Kalyan Karnataka. Funding scheme sought: Pradhan Mantri Jan Vikas Karyakram. Constitutional safeguard: Article 371J providing special developmental provisions. Constitutional references: Article 371J of the Constitution of India. Alleged solar scheme scam and PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. A member of parliament alleged a financial scam involving central subsidies and filed a complaint letter to a union minister regarding the PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. Central scheme involved PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. Allegations involve misuse of central subsidies meant for solar energy installation. Appointment of new Lokayukta in Odisha. Odisha's minister announced that the selection process is underway with the first meeting of the selection mechanism already completed to appoint a new Lokayukta. State: Odisha. Position: Lokayukta, Anti-Corruption Ombudsman. Status: first meeting of the selection committee concluded, appointment expected shortly. Static GK: the Lokpal and Lokayuktas Act was passed by Parliament in 2013 to establish statutory anti-corruption ombudsmen at the centre and state levels. Supreme Court directs states and union territories to make cancer a notifiable disease. The Supreme Court of India directed 19 remaining states and union territories to make cancer a notifiable disease to ensure early detection and accurate data collection. The directive applies to the remaining states and union territories that have not yet declared cancer as a notifiable disease. Compliance affidavits must be filed before the court by the respective administrations. The primary objective is early detection, tracking, and better healthcare planning. Static GK: a notifiable disease is any disease that is required by law to be reported to government authorities. Constitutional references: Article 142 of the Constitution of India empowers the Supreme Court to pass such decrees or orders as is necessary for doing complete justice. Telangana Cabinet approves land pooling policy and welfare expansion. The Telangana Cabinet scheduled a meeting to approve the expansion of welfare schemes and a new land pooling policy. The new land pooling policy aims to replace the traditional forced land acquisition process. It adopts a more participatory model involving landowners for developmental projects. Parliament passes bill to amend National Cooperative Development Corporation Act. Lok Sabha passed the bill to amend the National Cooperative Development Corporation Act to boost the cooperative sector. Background: the National Cooperative Development Corporation is a statutory corporation established under an Act of Parliament in 1963. The Act focuses on planning, promoting, and financing programs for agricultural produce and foodstuffs. Covered activities include processing, marketing, storage, and export-import of notified commodities. Static GK: National Cooperative Development Corporation headquarters is located in New Delhi. Parliament clears Tribunals Reforms Bill, 2026. Parliament cleared the Tribunals Reforms Bill, 2026, which includes provisions for establishing a dedicated National Tribunal Commission Secretariat. The bill provides for setting up a dedicated National Tribunal Commission Secretariat. Aims to ensure effective implementation and administrative efficiency of tribunals. Constitutional references: Article 323A and Article 323B of the Constitution of India deal with administrative tribunals and tribunals for other matters respectively. Karnataka government assures support to farmers amid drought conditions. Karnataka Minister Shri Eshwar Khande announced that the state government stands firmly with farmers and is fully prepared to tackle drought conditions. State leadership assured comprehensive administrative steps to address agrarian distress, focused on drought mitigation and relief measures for affected cultivators. Viral Lar Gibbon video triggers wildlife scrutiny. A viral video featuring a Lar gibbon sparked intense wildlife scrutiny concerning pet ownership regulations and the illegal exotic pet trade. Background: Lar gibbons, Hylobates lar, are native to tropical rainforests of Southeast Asia and are classified as an endangered primate species. The incident reopened national conversations around wildlife ownership laws, highlighted regulatory loopholes concerning rare and exotic animal trade in India. Static GK: Lar gibbons are protected under Schedule I of the Wildlife Protection Act, 1972 in India, making their private ownership illegal. Constitutional references: Article 51A, G, of the Constitution of India makes it a fundamental duty to protect and improve the natural environment including forests and wildlife. Maharashtra Tribal Residential Schools Audit. The Maharashtra government ordered a third-party audit of over 500 residential schools for tribal children following the death of 3 tribal girls due to snakebite. Over 500 ashram or residential schools for tribal children are undergoing a third-party audit. The action was taken after 3 tribal girls died of snakebites. The decision was announced by the Maharashtra government. Static GK: the capital of Maharashtra is Mumbai, and the governor is C.P. Radhakrishnan. Constitutional references: Article 15, Article 46, and the 5th Schedule of the Constitution of India deal with the welfare and protection of scheduled tribes. Diageo challenges India rum ban in Mumbai High Court. Diageo challenged a ban on rum in India, claiming due process was ignored, with the High Court of Bombay asking the federal government to respond by 19th August. The legal challenge was filed by Diageo regarding a rum ban in India. The High Court of Bombay heard the challenge and asked the federal government to respond by 19th August. No immediate interim relief was granted by the judge during the initial hearing. Extension of Prime Minister Electric Drive Revolution in Innovative Vehicle Enhancement Scheme. The Government of India extended the Prime Minister Electric Drive Revolution in Innovative Vehicle Enhancement Scheme till March 2028 while halving the electric two-wheeler subsidy. Background: the scheme aims to accelerate the adoption of electric vehicles by providing upfront financial incentives and expanding charging infrastructure across the nation. The scheme is extended till March 2028. Total fund support allocated is 2,767 crore Indian rupees. The electric two-wheeler subsidy is halved to 5,000 Indian rupees. The maximum ex-factory price for electric two-wheelers to avail the incentive is 1.5 lakh Indian rupees. Ladakh hosts India's first black-necked crane festival. Ladakh hosted India's first black-necked crane festival to raise awareness about the conservation of the endangered bird species. India's first black-necked crane festival was hosted in Ladakh. An estimated 16,000 black-necked cranes survive globally across India, Bhutan, China, and Nepal. India hosts a small but crucial portion of the global population. Static GK: the black-necked crane is the state bird of Ladakh. Maharashtra Higher Education seeks standard operating procedures against paper leaks. Maharashtra Higher and Technical Education Minister Chandrakant Patil sought standard operating procedures to stop paper leaks following protests over National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test undergraduate exam irregularities. Maharashtra Higher and Technical Education Minister Chandrakant Patil pushed for standard operating procedures to prevent paper leaks. The directive follows protests in Delhi over National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test undergraduate exam paper leaks. The minister also urged for Vice-Chancellor and student dialogues. Kaveri Water Regulation Committee directs Karnataka to release water. The Kaveri Water Regulation Committee asked Karnataka to release Kaveri water to Tamil Nadu for 15 days, while the Supreme Court scheduled a related plea for hearing. The Kaveri Water Regulation Committee directed Karnataka to release water to Tamil Nadu for 15 days. The Supreme Court agreed to hear a plea filed by the Tamil Nadu government regarding the immediate release of its share of Kaveri water. President assents to bill criminalizing insult to Vande Mataram. President SMT Draupadi Murmu has given her assent to a legislation that criminalizes any insult to the national song, Vande Mataram. Background: Vande Mataram was composed in Sanskrit by Sri Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay in his novel Anandamat. The bill makes showing disrespect or insult to Vande Mataram a criminal offence. For the first time at the Independence Day function, Vande Mataram is scheduled to be sung from the ramparts of the Red Fort, according to the Union Home Ministry. The national song holds immense historical significance in India's freedom struggle. Static GK: Vande Mataram was first sung at the Indian National Congress session in 1896. Constitutional references: Article 51A of the Constitution of India mandates citizens to abide by the Constitution and respect its ideals and institutions, including the national flag and the national anthem. Moving on to news related to international. NASA invites ISRO to join Moon Base program. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration officially invited the Indian Space Research Organisation to collaborate on its ambitious Moon Base program. Background: the invitation was announced during the 9th meeting of the India-US Civil Space Joint Working Group held in Bangalore. Inviting agency: National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Target agency: Indian Space Research Organisation. Meeting context: 9th meeting of India-US Civil Space Joint Working Group. Meeting location: Bangalore, Karnataka. Static GK: National Aeronautics and Space Administration is the space agency of the United States headquartered in Washington, D.C. Indian Space Research Organisation is India's national space agency headquartered in Bangalore. U.S. officials on Russia sanctions and trade. White House Trade Advisor Peter Navarro commented that U.S. President and Shri Narendra Modi will resolve issues surrounding Russia sanctions. Comment made by White House Trade Advisor Peter Navarro. Follows a U.S. Senate bill authorizing 100% tariffs on the top 5 purchasers of Russian oil. Pakistan-Saudi Arabia-Turkey pact poses strategic challenge for India. Geopolitical analysts highlight a potential new security pact involving Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey as a fresh diplomatic challenge for India. Background: Saudi Arabia faces regional security challenges from Iran, Yemen's Houthis, and Iraq-based militias, while maintaining a cautious stance on the 2020 Abraham Accords regarding Israel. Nations involved in pact: Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Turkey. Regional actors mentioned: Iran, Houthis, Yemen, Iraq pro-Iran militias. Reference Treaty, 2020 Abraham Accords. Typhoon Dolphin floods central China and Beijing. Typhoon Dolphin caused widespread flooding across central China and parts of Beijing. Affected areas include the Shunyi district northeast of Beijing's main financial area. Heavy rainfall and severe flooding reported by Tuesday evening. Mia condemns human rights violations in POK. India's Ministry of External Affairs criticized Pakistan over crackdowns on protesters in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Statement delivered by Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Shri Randhir Jaiswal. Called upon the international community to hold Pakistan accountable for human rights abuses. USA-Iran relations and Middle East conflict. Iran rejected claims regarding compensation in peace talks as President Donald Trump argued that Iran is nearing financial collapse amid spreading Middle East violence. Decades of economic sanctions have been utilized as a tool against Iran. Discussions involve potential peace talks and claims regarding compensation. Hasina extradition row and India-Bangladesh relations. An Indian envoy met with Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi following talks in Dhaka as India raises security concerns over rising anti-India activities in Bangladesh. India raised specific security concerns regarding anti-India activities in Bangladesh. The discussions follow political transitions and extradition matters involving former leadership. Bilateral relations and border peace. India emphasized that the maintenance of peace and tranquility along border areas is of utmost importance for larger bilateral ties. Core premise: state of border affairs directly reflects on bilateral diplomacy. Priority: maintenance of peace and tranquility in border regions. US envoy meets National Security Advisor Shri Ajit Doval. The United States envoy met with National Security Advisor Shri Ajit Doval to discuss deepening US-India strategic cooperation. Participants included the United States envoy and National Security Advisor Shri Ajit Doval. The core agenda focused on bilateral strategic cooperation and defense ties. Congo Ebola outbreak records over 2,000 deaths. Government data revealed that the Ebola outbreak in Congo has recorded 2,011 deaths out of 4,381 confirmed cases, marking the fastest growing outbreak on record. Total confirmed cases reached 4,381. Total fatalities stood at 2,011 deaths. Recognized as the fastest growing Ebola outbreak on record. Static GK, Democratic Republic of the Congo capital is Kinshasa, and the currency is the Congolese franc. Spotify to label artificial intelligence-generated songs. Spotify announced plans to label songs created by artificial intelligence and exclude them from algorithmic recommendations. Artificial intelligence-generated songs will carry a specific label. Such tracks will be kept out of official personalized recommendations to highlight human artistry. National Aeronautics and Space Administration invites India for Moon Base Program. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration invited India to join its Moon Base Program during the 9th meeting of the Civil Space Joint Working Group in Bengaluru. The meeting took place at the Indian Space Research Organisation headquarters in Bengaluru. It was the 9th meeting of the Civil Space Joint Working Group between India and the United States of America. Discussions included collaboration on the Moon Base Program. Static GK, the headquarters of the Indian Space Research Organisation, is located in Bengaluru, Karnataka. Sri Lanka eases refugee return from India. Sri Lanka introduced new immigration measures to ease the voluntary return of Sri Lankan refugees currently residing in India. New immigration measures were introduced by Sri Lanka. The initiative aims to address long-standing difficulties in the voluntary return of Sri Lankan refugees from India. Static GK, the capital of Sri Lanka is Sri Javardhanapura Kotte, administrative, and Colombo, commercial. Arunachal Pradesh identified on official survey of India map. The Ministry of External Affairs reiterated that Arunachal Pradesh is an integral part of India after China raised objections to India identifying 27 locations in the state by their standard names. India formally identified 27 locations in Arunachal Pradesh by their standard names on the official survey of India map. The Ministry of External Affairs strongly asserted that Arunachal Pradesh is an integral and inalienable part of India. The action came amid repeated attempts by China to assign standard Chinese names to places within the state. Supreme Court to hear plea on bringing Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's ashes. The Supreme Court of India is set to hear a plea filed by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's daughter seeking directions to bring his ashes back to India from Tokyo. Background: Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's disappearance dates back to August 1945 following an alleged plane crash. The petitioner is the daughter of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. His remains are reportedly preserved at the Renkoji Temple located in Tokyo, Japan. The disappearance occurred in August 1945, leading to multiple inquiry commissions over the decades. Static GK, Renkoji Temple is a Buddhist temple located in Suginami, Tokyo, Japan, where Netaji's purported ashes are kept. Moving on to news related to state, Andhra Pradesh. Tiger death reported in Nagarjunsagar Srisailam Tiger Reserve. Another tiger death has been reported in the Nagarjunsagar Srisailam Tiger Reserve, leading to the suspension of a field official for concealing the incident. Location: Nagarjunsagar Srisailam Tiger Reserve, Andhra Pradesh. Incident occurred in September 2025. Action taken: field staff failed to report, official suspended by Deputy Director, Project Tiger, Atmakur. Static GK, Nagarjunsagar Srisailam Tiger Reserve is the largest tiger reserve in India, spread across Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Tiger mortality in Nallamala Forest. Another big cat death has been reported in the Nallamala Forest, raising serious concerns regarding wildlife conservation. Background: this incident follows the recent deaths of two other tigers within the same forest tract, prompting intensive scrutiny from forest authorities. Location: Nallamala Forest Range. Species affected: Panthera tigris, tiger. Total recent casualties cited: 3 tiger deaths. Static GK, Nallamala Forest spans across the states of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, forming part of the Nagarjunsagar Srisailam Tiger Reserve. Subsidized fertilizer stocks in Andhra Pradesh. The Union government informed the Rajya Sabha that Andhra Pradesh maintains adequate stocks of subsidized fertilizers. Background: fertilizer distribution and inventory levels across states are monitored digitally to prevent artificial shortages during peak agricultural seasons. Monitoring system: Integrated Fertilizer Management System. Planning frequency: monthly supply plans based on seasonal requirements. State reviewed: Andhra Pradesh. JNT-UK signs MoU with Greenco, GSS, and IIT Hyderabad. Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Kakinada signed a Memorandum of Understanding to provide academic and industry support for a new MTech course. Background: the collaboration aims to bridge the gap between industry requirements and academic curriculum in sustainable engineering technologies. Institutions involved: Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Kakinada, Greenco, GSS, and Indian Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. Course launched: MTech in Sustainable Engineering, Energy Technologies. Executing Department: Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. JNTUA and German University offer integrated engineering programs. Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur announced integrated engineering programs in collaboration with a German university. University involved: Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapur. Key officials present: Director of Finance and Accounts Professor Naga Prasad Naidu, Admission Director Professor A. Suresh Babu, and B. Sunil. Andhra Pradesh gets 2 more free dialysis centers under PM NDP. Union Minister of State for Health Pratap Rao Jadhav announced the sanction of 2 additional free dialysis centers for Andhra Pradesh. Background: the announcement was made in response to a parliamentary question raised by Member of Parliament Bida Masthan Rao Yadav. State: Andhra Pradesh. New additions to free dialysis centers. Scheme: Pradhan Mantri National Dialysis Program. Key figures: Union Minister of State for Health Pratap Rao Jadhav, MP Bida Masthan Rao Yadav. 334 crore rupees flyover project for Visakhapatnam Port. Administrative approval has been granted for the construction of a major flyover to ease cargo movement at Visakhapatnam Port. Total project cost is 334 crore rupees. Scheduled completion time frame is 30 months from commencement. Partners in Nation Building Program in Andhra Pradesh. Chief Minister Shri N. Chandrababu Naidu urged officials, employees, and citizens to actively participate in the Partners in Nation Building Program to support the state's development goals. Target participants include officials, government employees, and citizens of Andhra Pradesh. The initiative focuses on accelerating the state's development goals and governance efficiency. Satellite transponders for fishermen security in Andhra Pradesh. The Andhra Pradesh government is distributing free satellite transponders to fishermen to ensure maritime safety, weather alerts, and emergency response. Devices provided: free satellite transponders. Key functions: weather alerts, SOS services, and emergency maritime assistance. Unit 4 of Srishalam Left Bank Hydro-Electric Station restored. Unit 4 of the Srishalam Left Bank Hydro-Electric Station was successfully brought back on the grid after a 6-year repair saga following a fire accident. Background: the unit caught fire on 20th August 2020, causing severe damage to its stator and rotor components. Unit capacity: 150 megawatts, as part of the total 6 multiplied by 150 megawatt complex. Fire accident date: 20th August 2020. Repair contractors involved: Shri Abhirami Engineering Works and Noida-based Halt Hydro Private Limited. Telangana Chief Minister orders Hyderabad Metro Rail expansion. Telangana Chief Minister Shri Anumula Revant Reddy ordered the Hyderabad Metro Rail Limited to add coaches and expedite the Old City Metro works. Telangana Chief Minister Shri Anumula Revant Reddy issued directives to Hyderabad Metro Rail Limited. The orders include adding coaches to existing trains and speeding up Old City Metro construction works. Static GK: Hyderabad is the capital of Telangana. Andhra Pradesh government adopts new slum redevelopment model in Visakhapatnam. The ANDHRAPRADESH government is adopting a large-scale urban redevelopment model similar to Dharavi to create modern housing for slum residents while minimizing financial burden on the state exchequer. The new redevelopment model is set to be launched in Visakhapatnam. The model aims to reduce the direct financial burden on the government exchequer through private participation. It focuses on providing modern housing infrastructure for existing slum residents. Telangana electorate shrinks after special intensive revision. Telangana's electorate is projected to shrink by over 73 lakh voters following the special intensive revision process. Total number of voters in the state stands at 3.38 crore. Out of the total, 2.64 crore voter enumeration forms have been digitized, accounting for 78.30%. The expected reduction in the electorate is over 73 lakh voters. This is all for now. Let us meet again in the next session of Current Affairs. Until then, test your knowledge by attempting quizzes. If our resources are useful to you and think may benefit your friends, well-wishers and neighborhood, share the links to them. And finally, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you won't miss latest updates. Also coming soon on our channel, General Studies series, Arithmetic and Mental Ability series, and Verbal and Non-Verbal Reasoning. Stay tuned.